What happens if you spend at least 20 minutes outside every single day? In 2017, I set out to find out. Welcome to the Humans Outside Weekly Diary, where I tell you my own lessons from a life spent outside. What did I do and learn while going outside this week? That and this week's Real Outdoor Hero, up next. You'd think that after 1,500 days of going outside every single day for at least 20 minutes, no matter what terrible or great weather is waiting for me, that I'd be a pro. You'd think that I would never be so settled in what I was doing that it was actually hard for me to do something outside. You'd think that it would be second nature to try new things, or that 1,500 days would mean that it was easy. But that is not how humans work, guys. We develop patterns, and yes, keeping those is easy. But when the pattern is disrupted, we slide right back into this feeling that something is forced or difficult to remember. Disruptions can look like anything, really, when it comes to habits. Take my pull-up habit, for example. Yes, I have a pull-up habit, or I did. I've got one of those home gym pull-up bars hanging on a door frame in my home office. I happen to have a small bathroom off my office, and that's the door this is on. Last year, after my hip surgery, I created a habit for myself of doing a few pull-ups after every bathroom visit during the workday. If I walked in that bathroom, I required myself to do pull-ups before leaving it. That started with just one pull-up. Then one got easier, so I did 2. I did this for weeks until I hit 5 in a row. And then one week, I decided to give myself a week break and come back to it. Except I didn't come back to it. And now I've been having trouble getting myself started again. I decided I'd restart, but then I forgot. And one day I realized that despite planning to make this a habit, I hadn't done a pull-up in days. And I drink a lot of water, guys. It is not like I hadn't been in there. Outside is like that too. Disrupt the habit, it's hard to get going again. Add a different factor to the habit, same problem. For me, accountability really helps. A few weeks ago, I told you I plan to do the 52 hike challenge this year, 1 hike a week. For me, that means purposefully adding a short walk or hike in nature as my outdoor time. And this was the second week in a row this week that I almost totally forgot to do it. If it wasn't for me telling you I was doing it, I wouldn't have made it happen. Or I would have said, well, we walked over a mile in the woods one day this week. That's what we'll call our hike for this week. But that's not what I want to do with this. I want to have the mental presence to say, this is our hike. I want to think through where we're going and what we will do there. Yes, going outside daily comes naturally now. But like we've talked about before, going outside with intentionality continues to be a challenge. The last few weeks, our hike has been along the river on our way home from a somewhat weekly attendance at our church. I say somewhat weekly because, if I'm being honest, we sometimes choose to do something like spend time outside or go on an adventure, especially in the summer. On the way home, we drive over the Matanuska River, which has its headwaters near the Matanuska Glacier and is then quickly turned into a fast-moving glacial river thanks to the Matanuska Glacier's runoff. It runs along the Glen Highway down to where we live. The borough, our version of a county, recently constructed a new trail along it, and you can walk down the river in the opposite direction as well. The leaves are beautiful here right now, so last week we stopped and did a short hike along that new trail, and this week we stopped and went the other way along the river. It was a nice break outside in a day otherwise packed with various chores and tasks to help us get ready for another busy week of work, school, other obligations. But by making the effort and taking that step, I made it easier for me to remember to do that step next time. If you need some of that accountability to get you going outside, that's one of the things we're here for at Humans Outside. We do this by sharing our time with each other and interacting on Facebook and Instagram. If you tag me on Instagram, I will absolutely respond to you. Even better, join me in using hashtag HumansOutside365 so others can follow your outside time too. I share my outside time every single day for more than 1,500 days in a row. And I can't wait to see your time too. So, until next time, we'll see you out there.